Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will take the first swing of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Frederick. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Virginia! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Miami's offense will take the field for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not a...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll go back to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Canes want to move quickly. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Using the quick game. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Back to throw, it's Stewart. He looks that one in nicely. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. It's short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They go to the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. They fake it, looking for a man. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. They'll give it to the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got room at the 35. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Schaefer. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Dropping back, it's Stewart. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Tosses it back. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Caves. Well, they've been working on these trick plays in practice, and they must have felt ultra confident to go with it here.
And we practice them all the time, and everybody gets so excited in practice. When are we going to do it this week? When are we going to call it? Great timing on the call for the trick play, and you can see it caught the defense way off guard.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16.
24, Miami, 8.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. From the gun. Give on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Stewart. It's complete on the right side. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Canes are marching down the field.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Unloads it left. Lost, the defense is wide open. Hit the afterburners, kid. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a... And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Stewart. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He wants to throw. Getting some heat. It's on target and complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Virginia! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth down.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. He's back to throw on second down. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice move to keep moving. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, K.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
At the 40. On the ball's out after that big play. Bounced right back to them. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Stewart. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be...
Touchdown, Virginia! And the stomping has commenced. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my...
Open runway ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards.
Unloads it downfield. Snags it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. The trickeration, the flea flicker, the gadget plays, such chicanery and shenanigans and duplicitous dealings from this offense. David, how do you describe it?
Well, first I need a dictionary to understand what half of those words mean, but I gotta go with the Statue of Liberty. That's easy to understand. It's got more meaning behind it than just football. The Statue of Liberty is by far the best.
52, Miami, 36.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Give to the running back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Complete to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. First and 10 from the 32. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to get to him. Slides away. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
52, Miami, 42.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Leaves it with the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Stewart. He lofts one down the sideline. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. First down to start the drive after the break. Defense showing blitz here. The pull and throw off the RPO. Stopped after making the catch. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. The RPO, it's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Schaefer. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Movement here from the tight end. This time they'll go to the running game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Stewart. Pocket starts to collapse. Touchdown, Virginia! And the beatdown has ensued. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Scrambling away. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, K. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pulled a positive, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Power football with the run. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Let's go. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Cavaliers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, points.